That must be a bit better. I don't know how much of the background noises cancel out, but we shall see. This is this week's time trial on the Facebook page Arse. A few of the guys are on PC, absolutely rapid. I run the most basic budget setup possible. Used to be a Logitech G29, it's now a G293 or whatever the new model is. On quite a flimsy setup for Curry's for £150, but it does the job. A phone mount for Tesco cost about £2, and that's just my mobile with telemetry. So, we're at Daytona Road Course this week in the... what are we in? The Ford Falcon. Take a quick run. Steering's a bit off, I'm struggling to find a force feedback setup. Missed the gear there as well. The secret is to use your apexes, that's what they're there for. They're a guide. Also, I don't know if you can see the rubbered in areas on the track that are darker. You will most definitely find more grip on the lines. I'm not the best at following them. Somebody says to me once that I drove I'm more of a motorbike style. I don't see it personally, but hey ho. Two seconds down in this kind of dial-in lap, get everything up to temperature, especially the brakes. Oil temperature's climbing quite drastically as long as we don't endure any engine damage before the end of the next lap. Our time should be good. Need to make some minor adjustments to see if we can get more at the top speed, possibly in the gear ratios. Watch for the brake marker and just be careful not to lock them up because they heat up very quickly. We're making good progress here, almost a second up, but that's a poor line, lost the back end, and again, we're still up for the moment. Again, using your apexes, keep your eye in, we left off there, probably shouldn't have, very late on the brakes there, for me. As you can tell, I'm not the best at this game. Second, that was shocking. Making serious time up there, and I've just threw it away. Iron in the braking zone, stay right as late as you can. That was round trouser moment, and again, clawing some time back here. This is by no means my first attempt, and this is also a setup which I had for Bathurst, slightly amended. It's good for the uneven surface here, not so much with lack of camber, and that's a solid time, I think. And 43.8. There's a very specific window with this car when the tyres are just up to temperature. 27, that's a bit much, so probably I've lost a bit of grip. Although to be fair, I haven't properly investigated it. It might be 27. On a previous setup it felt slidey at 27. This is one of the hardest corners in the game and all. I don't know if that's a good strategy to try. Down to setting, putting a lot of stress on the engine, but for one flying lap it should be worth it. Way off on the brakes there. Tyres are definitely starting to find grip again. Back into the 26 window. I think we'll go for the hot one here. Let's see. Use the bank as much as you can. The minute the grass ends, I usually go on the brakes. Takes quite a lot to get the momentum of the car round here, and keeping it flat through there is almost impossible. I'm way wide there and missed my entry for the next corner. Again, pretty early on the brakes, good time through there. The Project Cars billboards are a brilliant visual marker for your braking points, entry points, apex. Slight lift there again, I need to be braver. And again, pretty early on the brakes here, but if we can keep the tail in check, it's good time. Again, using your marker there. I use the cones here, try and stay in third this time, get a good run in. Bit of twitching away out again. Steering sensitivity is racked up quite high. I like a short, heavy wheel. Could make some serious time up here if I get this right this time. I'm going to brake early, get as much speed out as I can, and hopefully get quicker on the exit. Could have probably done that in fourth. Losing time. Again, engine damage, that's because of the temperature. Going to open the vents up here. If we can get the vents open and be travelling at that speed, the tyres really started to... I thought they were away from the window, but it turned out they were coming back in. Cheers. Brakes felt fine. I'll need to keep an eye on the temperature, see if there's any room for leeway. Maybe get a better brake pedal, brake a wee bit later. Something that I do struggle with. Steering's a wee bit twitchy, could maybe knock that up. What was the main reason I came here? This. The engine just is not getting time to cool. By the time the tyres are in the second lap. Let's try this. Bit later on the brakes there, but it felt good, felt really good. Try and be light as I can here. And just lifting off the brakes in between, try and balance the car. That's tidy, bogging down there with the, I don't know if that's the differential settings or because the tyres are so soft and grippy. The brakes feel phenomenal now compared to what they did. They were practically non-existent. We're on for a good time here, definitely. Again, just try to balance the car, really soft suspension on these big things. They dip and dive and it's a dodgeball, man. But one of the most fantastic cars in the entire game. This is a really tricky corner because you don't actually have a very good reference point, but we've made some serious time up there. I could definitely squeeze through there in 4. Plain sailing now, the settings are shearing off, by the way. The more we tweak this, the better it'll be. I'm not hearing any bottoming out or scuffing off the track, so we should be golden to drop the ride height a few mil. Again, too deep into there. The time will dip. If we could tweak that diff to get the power onto the track quicker, it's just a bit of lag there. This is tidy. Again, using Apex, aim at that board, get the front of that car out to the left hand side. The minute you see the Apex get turned in, I can't do that corner. Half a second up. This is the nerve wracking part, this chicane. The brakes feel good, but you don't get much in the way of warning or a feeling with the G29 or the G923. It's trying to, you're kind of right, dropped a 10 to maybe I was off the line there as well. Maybe we'll need to have an eye open here on temperatures. Brakes at 600. Oil's at 258, just with 1 engine damage. $142 is doable. Very doable. Right, I'm going to take a quick break. Adios.